The Dorothy Hodgkin Fellowship supports outstanding scientists who are at an early stage of their research career to become independent researchers. The fellowship provides 5 years of funding to awardees and offers the flexibility to hold the appointment on a part-time basis or convert from full-time to part-time and back again to help match work-life commitments.
Well, I think I probably got about a year into my first postdoc, and I was kind of like, oh, I've got this idea, and maybe I can do some things with that, and it'd be really cool. But there's always that conflict between what you're supposed to be doing and what you want to do, and wrote the fellowship proposal on the basis of that.
So I knew people who were on the URF, and so when I looked at that, then I saw the Dorothy Hodgkin, and that seemed like it was quite appropriate. So I applied early in 2004. And it's made a big difference.
I was attracted to it because the idea of having a flexible kind of working pattern was very appealing because of having my son. So it's possible to spend time with him and also carry on with my research.
Applicants must have a current need for flexible support. For example, parental or caring commitments, clinically diagnosed health issues, or other personal circumstances that create a need for a flexible working pattern.
So I actually started it straight after my maternity leave, so I was able to start part-time on 3 days a week, and that suited me actually really very well. And now I've moved up to 4 days, but it's very reassuring to know that at any point if I want to go to more days or fewer days, that it's possible for me to do so.
One of the reasons why Dorothy Hodgkin Fellowship was particularly good for me is because I have some mental health issues. I was basically diagnosed a few years ago with a relatively minor bipolar condition, but sometimes I don't always feel great, and having the time to just sort of take things slowly and get to where I need to be is actually really helpful.
It gives me the flexibility to go on conferences. I can get a new computer to make sure that I can process all the data.
The Dorothy Hodgkin Fellowship covers all of the natural sciences and gives researchers the freedom to pursue the research they want, allowing them to carry out excellent scientific research.
There's an element of serendipity, which is why I think having a bit of a freedom to play and just try things out is actually quite an important part of science. That's the one thing that I think that the fellowship really did for me, is it allowed me to follow some ideas.
It's great that I've got the 5 years of funding, so that you don't really have to think about any short-term aspects of the project to some extent, and you can really think about the bigger picture and get excited about creating something new.
The fellowship has many benefits for researchers and provides them with the support to start developing their independent research career.
I've been really impressed by the support that the Royal Society gives us, the research fellows. So in addition to all the structured courses that they run, I've also been invited to meetings and to debates, which have been a real eye-opener. And it's really interesting to learn different aspects of science and what it actually means to be a scientist.
The really good things about the fellowship is that you've got a bit of money for travel, so you're able to go and make connections, and we've produced new collaboration networks.
I think I felt at the end of the Dorothy Hodgkin that I was now completely independent. I had a good vision about what I wanted to do, because I used the Dorothy Hodgkin to shift from very basic neuroscience in healthy people to actually looking at the abnormal visual system.
I mean, it's given me an awesome opportunity to go and do things and to get further in my career and where I want to be than I think I otherwise would have been.
At some point, I'm hoping that I'll have my own group and obviously have my own research agenda. And so I do very much feel that this is the springboard to becoming an independent researcher.
I certainly have encouraged people to apply for it, mainly for the flexibility and the fact that actually the Royal Society have such a kind of hands-off approach, that you do have the freedom to do what you feel you need to do.
I had to write a lot about the kind of research that I wanted to be doing, and for the next 5 years the kind of research that I wanted to be doing, and the reason why it's important, and why is it me that should be doing this.
The best advice, I think, is to look at as many other applications as you can, particularly the successful ones.
Pretty much everything you see in the lab is at least the hardware and stuff like that for me is stuff that was funded from the Royal Society, Dorothy Hodgkin Fellowship.
If I didn't have the fellowship, I wouldn't be doing the science that I'm doing now, full stop.